And welcome back, picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. Since the last one, the experimental patch is incremented up to 0.4.65, so we're a little bit in the future where we were relative to each other as far as patches go. And yeah, in theory, but it worked out over the middle that we're going to get more noble metals than I was expecting. Coupled with the fact that what I was expecting cost-wise was less. So we'll be able to build... Once this first one's set up, it will rapidly allow us to build the other 4 bases out. I suppose another thing I can do before I actually get cycling is let's actually work on our first ship. Figure out where I push the button for that. Things are being rearranged. Ship details. I'm looking for the ship designer. Click the wrong one. Probably clicking the wrong one. Okay, I know there is a way to design ships. I have to design them in the base billet version, but they've moved where they are. That's what's catching me unaware.
What's the op?
Sorry about a bit of bumbling around here. I'm trying to figure out how to design ships. Well, how to get to the ship designer. This is where I would build them if I had them designed, but where is the ship designer? Ship details, I can see everyone else's ship, which is not what I want. Okay, well, we'll just have to cycle the time anyway.
I'm here.
That's what we're in the middle of. I think we just went ahead and acquired what was left of India. We'll have all of Japan as well, that's good to see. Let's develop some mission control in India. As we're getting closer to having space resources, we probably want more mission control, one less boost. Which is already what we're doing in Canada. Gulf States is still in crackdown, which is fine. Pakistan's still in crackdown. We still have half of Kazakhstan. One of the things that might change is the AI might be a little bit more aggressive in taking over Kazakhstan. The patch changes.
Initiating recon. Reporting in. Setting a watch.
Let's cycle through the first 2 weeks of this session. Okay, surveilled location, mainly on the lookout for More aliens. Ah, probably was doing an investigation on our new fixer. That's probably what the guy in India was doing. So yes, in India, he's basically going to be here. He's going to give us more research output and more investment points just for me being there. So we're going to basically put him on repeat and continue. Oh, I could have hit permanent assignment there, so we'll just leave him there. We'll do that the next cycle.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
So yeah, the plan with this stream is we're going to get space resources going. We're going to go ahead and make our first set of basically flying bricks. I suppose that might be one of the things, is I might technically be missing a tech. Maybe it doesn't let us design warships until we have a dock or something. Which is something we're in the process of sorting out. Oh wait, we have control of that. We're not going to lose control of that. Let's slow it down a little bit and prioritize our internal research a little bit.
Where to?
Okay, for good or for ill, we're not finding any
Taking a
aliens
watch.
causing problems over here.
Standing by.
Ready for orders.
Where do you need me? What's the up? Tracking target. Your orders? Surveilling target area.
Okay, so that was obviously not the alien. We'll set that on permanent assignment so it stops asking us. Do need to check in every once in a while and up his admin,
I have new information.
science, and command in the long run. But for the short run, he's going to be pretty good at the job either way. Yeah, that was the academy guy.
You'd be better off surrendering than sitting around on your backsides waiting for supplies from home.
Militarization of space we will want eventually for Marine Assault Unit. Not sure if I want to prioritize that right now. You know, out of the ones that are here, I think I will end up going with militarization space for the Marines.
Things are cool enough.
Okay, and we went ahead and reduced unrest in India. Apparently we're having to constantly do that. Well, maybe not constantly, but we're
We're
getting a little bit
winning their
unlucky
hearts and
between
minds.
weeks, and it's ticking back up just as quickly as taking it down. This is one reason why we're spending a lot of effort trying to lower the diversity. Well, no, I lower the inequality here. I actually kind of want the diversity to go more cohesive. Or that we need to get the GDP up, one of the two. Yeah, it's calculated to stay at 4, so we actually want the inequality to go down so it stays more cohesive. Structure module, again, something else we'll probably want. We'll put that as a favorite. There they go, they went ahead and took the other Kazakhstan point, which isn't surprising.
Your orders? Initiating surveillance.
Where to? Initiating
That
surveillance.
wasn't... I didn't want you both to go there. Why
Acknowledged.
don't you just stay in Mexico?
Standing by for orders.
Some nice Madisonian CIA. If only we had control of the U.S. Striver, we need 14 there to get a point. Okay, so we've pretty much got all our orgs full for the moment, and we don't have any more skill points to assign, so... Something came off of Crackdown. Gulf States. Yeah, sorry, we're not ready to take control of the Gulf States again. Potential 51 mission control in India. We currently have 3 there. Academy is probably fine for control of China. Definitely don't want any more alien aligned than Academy. And we're not in a position to go kicking them out anytime soon. What the purge is 1%.
Standing by for orders.
Crackdown's 5.
On Overwatch.
Initiating recon.
Order is returning.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Oh, apparently education is falling. Alien abductions reported. Okay, so we have got another alien to track down. One of the 2 in the New World has decided to stick the neck out and start doing some abductions. Let me grab this one in case this is what we're missing. Should research pretty quickly.
Technically, he is more of a supervillain, but he's still my favorite. He's a survivor. He's uncompromising, and he does whatever he must to achieve what he believes in.
Got the Humanity
Cool
First
helmet,
faction
too. Colonel Hans Castillo. Text message. to his
making a
nephew.
Magneto reference.
What's the up? We'll see what we can find.
At your service.
At your service.
Ready. Eyes up.
You are the one of the strivers. Correct, you're the news striver. We want to be getting up admin and science command. You've got high persuasion because we gave you a lot of persuasion council groups, not because you necessarily need high persuasion. Let's try to remove some of his bad traits, actually. Let's get rid of Insecure. Keep his loyalty up in the long run. So this is our persuasion person. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab more admin here. On this one, in this case, more admin is going to allow him to shed some of the admin granting administrations. Organizations, or whatever you want to call them. Freeing them up for new people. Yep, that's the expectation of what you expect an alien to do. Moves into neighboring state. Because the aliens at the beginning of the game can only travel state
Checking
to state. They have high security values. They get particularly high security. Well, the first wave isn't particularly high security value, but as they get
We've moved
stay
the
here longer, they
needle.
get lower. They get higher and higher. Interplanetary warships done. We're gonna want grid drive. That's my ideal first engine. I suppose with interplanetary warships. Okay, yeah. So apparently I didn't have any warship frames to put things on, so it wasn't gonna let me bring up the menu without any warship frames. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So. So I think it's the escort that we want. This is going to be not the Costero, this is going to be the flying brick. We'll go ahead and put on a ion drive. In fact, this is probably going to have the grid drive on it if I can. Needed to provide enough Delta V, ideally to be doing the Earth to interplanetary transfer, so we probably want about 30 kps on it. Which, right there, that does it. I put maximum engines on here, right, so I could technically get away with the solid, the normal fuel core, but then that caps us at one engine, which, pop over here and you can see, okay, that's not going to be enough. Basically anything except for sitting around Earth. But we have the solid core fusion drive, which allows us to slap the maximum number on. Obviously, we want something 100 milligauss. Technically, I don't think the setup needs a battery, but we'll give it a battery. We'll do aluminum fin for the moment. It doesn't really need a heat sink. Then missiles. Those are the old ones, these are the new ones. Slap on a couple of new ones. Obsolete pretty much most of the other stuff. 6-inch and 3mm are not going on. No nose. And I think composite's our best armor right now. Okay, I don't like it that it's... Would prefer that it was one or the other. I don't need both things here. I'm actually implying that titanium is the best one we have. Not composite. (24, 19, 14, 8, and 13). So actually 24 steel armor apparently is the maximum armor we can do right now. So this will be our flying brick. Doesn't go anywhere fast. It can pretty much go anywhere, but it doesn't go anywhere fast, is a good way to think about this flying brick. What we'll probably end up doing is, once we get access to the grid drive, we'll just swap over to the grid drive. As far as these engines, the ion drive is the only one we're going to leave that isn't obsolete. Solid rockets do not do what we need right now. The like rockets or whatever. We're going to basically have to swap over very quickly over to something a little bit more radioactive. Tier 1s. Okay. So we've designed a hypothetical ship. It's going to be a while before it gets built. And hopefully by the time it gets built, we'll actually have an upgrade, and it'll be obsolete. So, this will be operational on the 5th of February.
Mission in progress.
With that operational, very rapidly we'll look at the other 4 operational, and with that we'll be able to put up our first military stations in
Here's what we
Earth orbit.
found. Taking it to them.
Ready.
Ready for orders.
Ready
Okay,
for
so
my
I'm pretty
mission.
sure that is the alien.
Surveilling target.
Doesn't mean we're going to detect it anytime soon, but I'm pretty sure that's the alien. Oh, this guy isn't a striver. This guy's only a quick learner. So we're probably going to want that admin. Org. You're probably the only one that makes sense to put it on. Put on you. Oh, I do probably want those. Much as I want to get more science. Yeah, if anything, we apply you. Right now, what we're doing doesn't actually require persuasion, so we could take the persuasion ones off. Yeah, for this example, right, he doesn't need espionage. +1 persuasion isn't very useful. Grab the other mission control. And then science buff. Yep, that's what we're doing as far as the orcs are for the moment concerned. I'm gonna try to play out the
Setting a
rest
watch.
of the time between when this base comes online in this episode, if we can.
I will help them.
See if we can also track down this alien while we're waiting. Nanotube armor. That's probably better armor than what I've got right now.
We've got some intel on our target.
We have tracked down that it is in fact an alien. Alpha 6. We've learned about the 6th alien to land on the planet. I think the original 8 have all landed. We haven't heard of
Public
any
opinion is
additional
moving in our
landings.
direction.
So the one that we killed has not been replaced. Though I wouldn't be surprised if it gets replaced soon.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Servants coming from my aristocracy point. I do not appreciate that. Probably once we deal with this alien here, we're
Ready
gonna
to go.
inform that servant point that they're undesired.
Defending the VIP.
Reporting in.
Ready for my mission. I have them in my sights.
Standing by. Eyes on the target.
No immediate investigation choices. So I could move the 1-star mission control over to him. And we can pick up the 2-star science. And it's 1 science for 2 admin, which isn't super great. I'll hold off. Those have an slot, will be fine. Could grab more resources for this guy. Oh, actually, we've got there's a 1-star science or investigation. Put on the investigation guy. So, do I want that? This is a 4% mining bonus, which I think will be good. Maybe not right at the bat, off the bat, but it'll be good in a bit. Okay. Let's see if we can get this alien. Someplace came off of Crackdown. Myanmar? No. Oh, the other Pakistan point came off of Crackdown. That's fine.
I'll keep them safe.
So, don't worry about the assassin dying.
Person of interest surveilled.
Got more intel, which will make the assassination more likely to succeed.
They got away.
Still failed, though.
The
Yeah,
people will
98%
come to our side.
98% chance that the abduction works. Yeah, abductions are bread and butter for the alien. Paramilitary violence in China. Oh no, China doing it on India? Okay, managed to negotiate with China. We're not going to do ECM yet. We don't even know if the aliens are going to fling rockets back at us.
I'm here. On guard.
Ready for orders.
Investigating
We'll
the
see
alien.
what they're up to.
Keep attempting to pull a bullet in the alien.
They won't see me coming.
Tech-wise, I think it's hydrobiology we need to arrest the alien. Or, no, the tech that comes after hydrobiology. So we have to figure out what the biology of the hydra is, and then I think there's a containment research we need to do to arrest it. Which is probably what I'll swap to after we have the technology to do so.
Defending the VIP.
Offering support. Surveillance complete.
Better knowledge on the alien.
They won't be
And
causing us
success.
any more problems.
Alpha 6 is Alpha no more. Where previously the land altered by the alien visitors was merely still, now monstrous and mountainous and monstrous, and let us move through the unearthly vegetation.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, so now there's some kaiju running around China. So apparently the amount of xenoform, or the xenobiology that grew in Shanghai got out of control. Okay, so we finished hydrobiology.
Perhaps there's an angle for our pharmaceutical division.
Autopsy revealed little of you, drug use. biologists and other scientists of our payroll have provided a long and frankly tedious report. The alien enemy is frequently codenamed Hydra. Most of the information offers no opportunity for profit or staging information, but one small detail has drawn attention. Hydra body appears to produce free floating cells that in turn produce chemicals. These chemicals are similar to psychoactive drugs. So one thing we figured out might, help us with making a profit. So now we need to research Hydra pheromones when it comes up. Which is not what I'm going to do next. What we're going to do next is actually probably the construction module. We'll probably do it with the thing following up the grid drive.
Standing by. I will tell our story.
Where do you need me?
Yeah,
Ready
go
for
deal with
orders.
the alien life forms in
Heading
Shanghai.
to the LZ.
We can see that they've already kind of got it out of control, but let's try to keep it from getting more out of control, please.
Investigating target.
Ready to go. On Overwatch.
Oh, more admin councils. We are at the point where more admin councils is not really helping. Let's put it on you, which, other than just giving us more admin, doesn't provide us anything. I guess you take up the last org slot. Can't put it on you because we've already got the last. Well, we don't have the last org slot full, but we have the org capacity full. So for the moment, let's grab them anyway. These sort of these sort of orgs are really good in situations where one of your counselors gets murked. So you've got a newbie that needs a lot of admin capacity. But we'll be working probably to swap off of that. Okay, so let's cycle through and... So there's hydropheromones. Get our mining going.
Initiating surveillance.
I have new information.
Okay, so we found person with loyalty 6. Bernardez pinpointed their actual loyalty to be 6. Which
Prepping for next mission.
faction? Oh,
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
I apparently screwed up on the selection on who we were investigating, which is fine because we worked out that we need to probably boost their loyalty some. So there we go. First hab module complete, which does mean we are gathering all the resources now and net positive on all of them.
We've moved
Environmental
the
climate
needle.
change being the environmental climate change. Oh, actually, we need to redirect that guy to do some inspiring.
By the numbers.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
What's
Select
the
you. Inspire you.
I'll ensure their
99% chance
loyalty.
success.
Standing by. Where do you need me?
Initiating recon.
Your orders? Eyes up.
Yeah, too early to gravity anything new. As far as the next mine, outpost mine. Okay, so we don't have enough in supply yet for the outpost mine, but we can put the fusion pile in. Building space will be done in 30 days. Outpost mine happens to take 60 days, but all we're waiting for is the metal, and it's 18.5, which should be made pretty quickly. And then with that done, we'll be faster and faster and faster
What's
getting
the
all our
odds?
space resources. I'm probably actually going to boost the first space station around Earth up, but I do want all the mines done first. Where did you check that? Why am I checking that again?
I think we had a breakthrough.
It was 6, so 8's not high
Surveying
enough. I'd like it higher
target
than
area.
that.
Surveilling target area.
Lend in my expertise.
So I still think there's at least one more alien in the world. So I'd like to get the second one.
It is only a matter of time before this rush for...
We're going to need infrared combat lasers at some point. Probably want to go infrared into green at some point for the second generation warship. First generation warship's going to be running the good old-fashioned missiles on a grid drive. The second one will probably be some sort of fission-driven laser cruiser.
Target destroyed.
So I suppose that one way I could potentially try to stabilize Mexico is declare war on foreign powers with it, but I don't think that's necessarily the best idea. And in Canada, we've been mainly focusing on mission control. So it's actually starting to get close to the point where it will be capped on mission control. It's got 10 of 12. Mexico, if we do found space program, getting another 12. India's are going to basically probably be one of our main sources of mission control. Come out to Japan.
Acknowledged.
It looks like the Chinese army will happily deal with the megafauna on its own. So I'm going to let it do that. You're still peaceful. It is rising, so that it's more worrisome. Let's stabilize Mexico.
Restoring order.
Where to?
There's someone in Mexico. I'm almost certainly sure this isn't an alien, because it's really easy to figure out who he
Initiating
is if he's an alien.
surveillance.
Ready
Usually
for
the
my
case.
mission. On Overwatch.
Check out a little bit Canada. I feel like something came off of Crackdown. It's not a problem that it's come off of Crackdown, apparently, but I feel like something has come off Crackdown. Or something's increased in value. I'm not sure which. Oh, that reminds me. We are going to... No, we're not going to go look for things in... There, we're going to go kick
the opposition.
the servants out of Pakistan. Oh, Nicaragua, Honduras came off. I'm like, my costs are a little bit higher, but they're not that much higher. This is Nicaragua. Honduras. Both of which are basically will do exactly what I want to do when I don't control them, by just returning them to local control under the direction of do welfare, do economy, please. Anyway, this will probably be the
I believe they'll stay
last
loyal to the cause.
agent action period of this part of the YouTube series. Because we've come up in 40 minutes. I probably should have actually stopped before this cycle, but we're doing this cycle. Affiliation with the Academy.
We can speculate about where these bloody things came from.
So we started the process of dealing with building up our mining districts. They'll probably all be set up by the end of the game year. And then we'll probably very rapidly go ahead and set up our first shipyard in
Violence
Earth
is
orbit.
abating.
I now do have the grid drive, so I'll probably go ahead and revise right before we end the episode the design on our flying
We're in
bricks
control
to use the
here.
grid drive. So, ship designer, flying brick, drive, grid drive, maximum engines, please. Never mind. Need to improve the power plant. The power plant can run it as is. Well, I suppose I could probably drop the fuel requirements. And the armor. If we wanted to run the current flying brick, we'd have to run it with no armor. Okay, so close out and go back in. Is it gonna keep my ship design? Yeah, would still kept the thing. Okay. So to do what I want right now, we got to use the less effective ion drive, just because it requires less power. If we upgrade the power plant, we can swap over to the new and improved grid drive, which is more thrust per engine, effectively, so we can get more thrust out of it. What's catching me unprepared a little bit here, well, it's also higher exhaust velocity, is the power requirements. I forgot that we need to upgrade the solid core fusion reactor. Which will probably be what we do next after the instruction module. So I hope you've been enjoying. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in for YouTube. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.